Starting with the delicious taste of Honey Nut Cheerios, anyone can have fun taking care of their heart.
Name an easy way to help take care of your heart.
Cheerios!
So Cheerios is claiming that it will help you protect your heart. I think we'll be the judge of that.
Good morning, goddammit.
What's up, mates? Evan from Evolutionary Aesthetics, and in this video I want your help with determining whether a commercial I saw the other week, if it's just a silly little commercial that I'm overthinking, or if there is possibly something more sinister at play here. So the first thing I want to bring up is just simply the fact of how many people are seeing this commercial. A company like General Mills that owns Cheerios, they have, I don't even know what their net worth would be, but I know it's a shit ton, and they can pay anything that they want to get their ads in front of as many eyes as possible, and I would beg to differ, it's millions of people that are seeing this commercial. And then what they're doing with this advertising, even if you're not paying attention to the commercial, if it's playing in the background and you can hear it, whatever message they're playing is being subconsciously planted into your mind, whether you like it or not. Whether this commercial is successful or not in ingraining into your brain that Cheerios will help you protect your heart, regardless of that, I think parents in general have just been lied to of what they should be feeding their kids to help them grow and develop in an optimal way. I would beg to differ that Cheerios is not what you should be feeding your children. We'll start with off just like feed your kids real single ingredient whole foods. It sounds painfully simple, but that's what humans are meant to eat. A big issue that we're seeing in the United States right now is how many children are overweight, obese, or pre-diabetic. And I would beg to differ that giving them a bowl of carbs in the morning to skyrocket their blood sugar and their insulin probably is one of the causes of doing this. The ingredient label of Cheerios, the first ingredient is like the whole grain oats or whatever good ingredient is there so they can make their claims of why their cereal is healthy. But if you look at the second ingredient, it's sugar. Like, it's no way that's good. We need to be feeding the kids real single ingredient whole foods if we're trying to help them develop in an optimal way health-wise, rather than give them a bowl of carbs loaded with seed oils, the extra sugar, and just processed bullshit that they don't need. This insulin skyrocket in the morning and is also not ideal if we're trying to put these kids in school and have them learn. Because I'm sure, as all of you know, if you have a big meal that's loaded with carbs, that insulin lull that is associated with it, you don't want to do shit after. So if you're going to send a kid to a school who probably doesn't like it in the first place because the information delivered is in an inefficient way, they're really not going to want to pay attention if they are sitting there with that massive insulin response from their bowl of carbs that they took in the morning. So the main message of this commercial is that eating Cheerios will help you protect your heart. But frankly, I think they're just taking advantage of the uneducated. Because if somebody is overweight or considers themselves unhealthy, odds are the reason they're in that position is the first place is because they're uneducated about healthy lifestyle choices to be making. So if they see a commercial with Cheerios saying that if you eat them, it'll help them protect their heart, they might not realize that it sounds too good to be true, frankly, because one, they might not even give a shit, but we're going to disregard those people. But two, they might simply just not know why that claim is just straight up bullshit. If you truly care about having a healthy heart, the main thing you need to not be is obese. And what is the root cause of obesity? Eating way too many calories. And if you are trying to control your weight and not become obese, I would argue that cereal is not the lifestyle implementation for you. Because have you ever eaten one reasonably sized bowl of cereal ever? Because I can guarantee you I have not. There is not a chance in hell that I am eating like the 40 grams recommended on the nutrition label. That shit tastes way too good for me to only have one small ass portion. So if you have actually consumed a reasonable bowl of cereal, please leave it in the comment section below, because I would be interested to see if somebody has the willpower to do it, because sure as hell ain't me. Processed foods like cereal make it so easy to overeat, and I make these arguments also in my Potent Priorities ebook, which I'll link in the corners for a video breakdown. But these foods, they create an unreasonable response within our brain. So once we start eating, it is super hard to stop because that shit just tastes too damn good. If you are truly worried about your health and you want to implement new healthy lifestyle choices, I can promise you that Cheerios is not your answer. Now, for some people, Cheerios might be a better option than what they're already consuming. But realistically, if you care about your heart health, Cheerios won't get you there. I'm sorry to break it to you, but Cheerios isn't going to do it. And this is where something was done on purpose within this advertising that I was uncomfortable with. And when you look at the options of just like the things that people pulled, they put eating Cheerios above walking. Matter of fact, they put walking as the last option on if you're trying to protect your heart. And that itself is wrong. Like, why would you do that? So I don't know what their message they're trying to get across, but I don't know. It's just something is off there. After watching this video, I was trying to think of who is responsible for just the poor health that we're seeing in the United States. And I'm not going to blame it on Cheerios, the company, or the food, because they aren't the ones to blame. That company is simply just taking advantage of the free market. And I'm not going to lie, the advertisement idea is genius. If you're going to entice people with a bowl of carbs and say that it's going to protect your heart, if people are going to believe it, millions of people will believe this because it's clearly working and they're making a shit ton of money off people buying their cereal. It's a beautiful idea. What I really think we should blame is people's poor education on what a truly healthy lifestyle actually looks like, and it doesn't include Cheerios. I don't know how many times I can say that and not laugh. Eating Cheerios isn't inherently bad for your health, but if we're going to promote things as being healthy for you, fucking bug. But if we're going to promote things as being healthy for you, Cheerios aren't the answer. Not even close. So I think it's lack of education we should be blaming, because people should be able to look at this commercial and just know that instantly this is bullshit and not think, oh, like, maybe the Cheerios will help me. No, they're not going to help you. So this video is not my typical type of video, and it's definitely not specific towards the audience that my past videos have been about. But when I saw this commercial, it was too ridiculous for me to not at least try and have some fun with it, but also see if I could get any of you guys thinking about the food choices that you're making. Because when you go to a store or somewhere where you're going to buy food products, are you making those choices based on and aligning those with the goals that you have for yourself? Or are you making these choices because somebody else has an agenda that they want you to purchase their products, and they'll come up with some bullshit claim like Cheerios does in this commercial? I want to hear what you guys have to think in the comment section below about anything from like why are kids being so fat, and if you've been able to eat a reasonable size bowl of cereal or not, because fucking I haven't. If you're interested in anything else I have to offer in the name of getting you jacked, you can head to my website at evolutionaryaesthetics.com. I just launched a new type of training programming called progression programming, and it's up-to-date programs where you'll sign up for a weekly newsletter, which will give you important updates about the program itself. And then the program you'll do in this current phase will help you see better results in the programs to come. Head to my website if you want to read anything about getting jacked, and subscribe, like, do the whole algorithm thing. It really helps me, and we'll see each other in the next video.